So today's scripture reading comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. The end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of everyone. The word of the Lord.
You may be seated. All right, we're super excited for Travis Carter to be here this morning. Travis is someone that I look up to a lot. Yeah, that's his Instagram. Check out his videos. But Travis is a great husband to Ashlyn. He's a great father, great surf team coach, just a great friend. He is very successful in what he does from a career standpoint. 4 years after graduating from Point Loma, Travis was considered by San Diego Magazine as one of the top 40 entrepreneurs to watch out for. And then he worked his way up through the ranks, and he is a commercial real estate broker. And in 2017, he was recognized as the top broker in California for the year, which is a huge accomplishment. And both Travis and I know, though, that out of all those accomplishments, he's most proud of the magic tricks he learns late at night on YouTube.
Yeah, kind of going off what Matt said, is Travis is just a stellar leader to a lot of the community here, and I feel like him and Ashlyn have said yes to a big calling on their life from the Lord to be in ministry amongst their normal lives and invest in a lot of us here. And so just really grateful to have him here, and we'll get off and we'll let him speak. And would you welcome Travis with us?
Enough of the doofy magic tricks. Okay. I had one more, but a little quiet. So here we are, huh? Okay. I was texting George. I was like, dude, I'm not speaking tomorrow, right? And he's, what are you talking about? I was like, he's like, oh, what, the FBI threat? Oh, it's nothing. No, we're good. Things are good. We're playing volleyball at the Young Hall. Come on down. It's an emotional roller coaster. I was like, you're watching the Twitter handle.
Threat. FBI. You can leave the campus, you just can't come back.
Whoa. And then, like, later on, I was like, on a lighter note, our favorite alumni, Travis, will be doing some magic. Things are going to be good. Whoa! Yeah. We're here. Safe. If there's one thing I know about this school, I've been here for a long time. Rain or shine, threat or no threat, we will be worshiping the Lord Jesus Christ in this building, the Alpha, the Omega, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No question. We will be here. Like, oh, got kids, man. I don't know what kind of hostile environment I'm walking into here. I'm just kidding. So my wife's been picking on me. She goes, you need to like step up your fashion game here. We're old now, so like I was a freshman. Some of you guys were in first grade when I was a freshman here. That's how old and disgusting I am. Oh, that's the got the laugh. Okay, perfect. So I was like, she's like, you should go talk to some college students. So who are the fashionable people here? Wow. Apparently everybody. Can you just raise your hand, call them out? We're going to talk to them for just a few minutes before we get into. Please call your friend out. Who's? I need a couple dudes and all right, dude, look at this guy. Here he is. All righty. This guy's been called out. What's up, buddy? What's your name, buddy?
Jeremiah.
Okay, stand on the seat. Stand on the seat. Jeremiah. Here he is, trying to stand balance. So let's see here. Love the hair. It's too long. I bet your mother, yeah. You got it kind of coming off here, but boy, I like it. You might not have it in 10 years, but it's here now and it looks good. You got a great collared shirt. Just pick on anybody. It's okay. What year are you?
Junior.
Junior. You got some great slacks. It's got a great little Nike belt. That doesn't look like it's consistent with the theme. That was kind of a, you slept in today. You got some great kicks. Got some good Nikes. Jeremiah, you single?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good for you, buddy. Hey, hang in there, huh? Who else? Where do we go? I'm totally joking here. You know I love you. No one's raising their hands now. All righty, here we go. Bob Ryder's going to throw a blower dart at my neck here in 2 seconds. Get on with the message, man. Oh, fashion? Okay, sweetie, what's your name?
Olivia.
Olivia, come stand up. Come here, babe. No one can see you. What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, too. Oh, he was a junior. Okay, well, for a good start. She's got some weights, those Vans. Yeah. Great Vans, checkered, old school. Got some cool pants. Go here. Got a little patch. No belt. Was that an oversight? Or is that just the new thing these days?
I don't need a belt. So
Wow. And confident. And you got a great little sweater here. Look at you. Are you single? I'm not asking, by the way. I'm married, happily married.
No.
Yeah, so you're in a relationship. Okay. That's the other alternative. All right. I was like, took me a while. Oh, what do I go from here? Well, thanks, sweetie pie. You've been a trooper. Okay, I got time for one more. I'm seeing some arrows. Who are we checking out? Dude, the crowd in the back is always the roughest. Excuse me, sorry. Hey, sorry. Hey. So who's the man of the hour? What's your name, buddy?
Jerry.
Jerry, look at you and this guy. Dude, I want to get a stash like you. You look great.
Thank you.
What year are you, buddy?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior.
Yeah.
Well, can you stand up? Come on, we got to see the kicks and no socks. Was that an oversight or was that strategic?
What?
No socks, was that strategic?
Yeah.
Okay. You got some great shorts. Look at these. Babe, I like these. We should get a pair of these. Aren't you hot in this thing? No. Got a billabong, rip curl shirt. This guy looks great. Where are you from, buddy?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Whoa, hey. And are you single, my friend?
Yes.
He is single, ladies. Ready to look at everyone's got their phones out. Well, thanks for the plug. Hey, anytime. You owe me one. All right, that's for fashion statement. Oh, gosh. I do have an agenda, I promise. I thought I'd do, guys, a quick, bio on me. Look at my notes here. Magic, check. Embarrass 3 students, check. Embarrass myself, check. That was not planned. Oh my gosh. How much time we have, George? 5? Okay. So, geez, what are we doing? I was born in LA. I moved to Temecula when I was 6. Oh yeah, Temecula's great. Dude, the waves there are so sick. The beaches, Temecula. And my mom worked at Albertsons for 35 years. She was a checker. Yeah, okay. Got some Albertsons fans in the back. And my dad was a contractor. And so we had Humble. I was like, Mom, we seem like really cheap. She's like, we're not cheap, Travis. we're careful with our money. I was like, okay. So I went all in. I applied for Point Loma, and I went all in and got accepted. I was so stoked. It was 2002. And I know. And I got here. I was like, wow, everyone's pretty, and everyone's wealthy, and everyone's got to walk with the Lord. I'm like, this is cool. I'm totally undergunned. Undergunned's a surf phrase people use when you have a small board and big waves. And that's what I felt. I was pretty insecure, and I had this imagination. I just felt like when I was pretty selfish when I got here. I was like, man, I felt like entitled, and I wanted to really soak up the entire college experience in my mind. And I didn't know what that meant or that looked like. I was just like, whatever it is, I just wanted to be able to be me. And and so I just, towards my end of my sophomore year, I got really depressed and lonely. I just wasn't feeling like, ugh. It just feels like, man, I should be happy. I'm here. I'm by the waves. I'm surfing. I've got some great friends around me. But I just wasn't stoked. And I was kind of like questioning the whole point of everything. I wasn't like suicidal. I was just like, what is the point of this rigmarole here? And you just study and you travel and you post or, whatever. There was no posting going on back then. But so I was praying to God. I was like, dude, if there's a God, please reveal yourself to me. And he did. And I remember being on the beach. I was probably crying. I was a very emotional kid. And I just flipped to the Bible and I turned to Ecclesiastes. And if you've ever read Ecclesiastes, it's kind of a depressing-ish book. But for me, I was like, dude, this is gold. This is so true. And I was fascinated by King Solomon. This is a guy he's the wealthiest guy that's ever walked the earth. I Googled it. It was 2.2 trillion. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. And, I just called it. No one's going to leave. If everyone's got a restroom break, I'm just going to annihilate you. Hey, what kind of shoes do you have? I'm never getting invited back here. I know. So, Solomon, the guy had, I was like, man, this guy's sick. He's successful. He had 700 wives. I'm like, who is this character? And the guy's going through the book, and he's like, what's the point? I have this. What's the point? And I'm like, well, hopefully it's things turn around here. You get to the end of the book, and it was a scripture we read earlier. He's like, the whole point of life is to fear God and obey His commandments. And I was like, it was like a light bulb moment. For me, that's really freeing to know that the whole point is just to fear God and obey His commandments. There's no agenda. There's no I have to get A's and this, and I have to be successful. I have to figure out a way to make money. I got to do this, and that. I just got to, God, you created me, and you're saying just the more I can just get out of the way, the more I can just bless your life and use you. And I was just like, I'm like, so life's not all about traveling and partying or whatever. It's just the less I do, the more you do. And he's like, yes. And I was like, huh. So I had these dreads. I had these long dreads in sophomore year. I cut my head. Here's a funny story. When we got married, I have my surf posters and I have my stuff when we went into the same house after we got married. And it wasn't a lot. It was like a box. And my wife was in our room, and she goes, She runs away. I was like, what's going on? She goes, there's a rat. There's a rat in our room. I was like, what? And I pull it in. It was one of my dreads I kept. I was like, dude, this is my dread. I kept this forever. Get it out of our house. And so I came back my junior year. I just was filled with peace. For years, I was just felt like I was running. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it. That's the way I felt. I just was running nonstop. And I just felt empowered. And I'm like, God, I'm stressed with money. I don't know what I was. I was just always stressed about paying for college and what I'm going to do after. And I'm like, can you just handle it? He's like, yeah, I can handle it. Okay. well, I'm worried. I don't know how to study. Like I just kind of finagled my way through school. I just didn't feel confident in my school. I was like, God, can you teach me how to study? He goes, yeah, I can do that. And then it was like, God, I really want to sing. I don't know why. I just want to sing and play music. And he's like, oh, I can teach you that. And he's like, I want you to try out for the band. I'm like, oh my gosh. I just like self-taught on like the internet. I was like, so I showed up. George remembers, and I showed up with his white guitar, and I tried out. I got on the team with his sister. It was the raddest band, great people. And I'm like, man, he's just like coming through. It's just crazy. And the more I got uncomfortable, the more cool things happened. And so I really feel like that my senior year, I lived things up, and it was a really, really cool impact. And then after school, I graduated. I was teaching music, and I really wanted to do commercial real estate. I felt like my mom, when she worked at Albertsons, she was a checker, and she had like constantly, her line was longer because everybody wanted to talk to her. She thought she was just funny and gregarious and just goofy. I don't know where I get it from. And my dad was a builder, and I'm like, dude, that's I want to build. It was just the perfect thing I wanted to get into. And I found this company. It's the same group that I'm with now. These guys were just killers. They're so good. I'm like, these guys represent all the top companies. They're doing such cool stuff. I was like, dude, I want to work here. So there's a thrift store in San Diego called Ambets, and it's great. And I was like, I picked out a suit. It smelled like cigarettes. I was like, and I also got like a sweater vest. It was like this thick wool. And I showed it for my interview, and just beads of sweat coming down. I said, dude, I really want to work here. What's it take? Because you're the biggest liability. You're, first of all, young, and I don't even know, like, you're probably going to get us in a lawsuit. And I was like, dude, I really want to just tell me what it takes. And he laughed. He thought I was kind of a goofy kid. And so they paid me $24,000. They're like, dude, just get to work, try to make some money. And I was just out hustling, really young. And then I met, so after, it's funny, I met my wife after I graduated. So we both went to same school year, same year, everything. And we had one conversation the entire 4 years we were here. And we argued about this. She goes, well, it was maybe a 2. I was like, no, it's 1. But she was dating a guy casually, and he goes, hey, Travis, I want to introduce you to, this is, I think, our senior year. I want to introduce you to Ashlyn Travis. I was like, hello. And that was it. That was it. Dude, I feel bad. The ladies in here, it's just like, I was so, that classic young hall guy, just, where are we going? I'm just walking around. I want to go surf. Let's go surf. I just was not paying attention. I had no idea. I was not focused on marriage. I was like, girls, what? There's so much cool stuff going on here. Both the guys here were single, and the girl, of course, she was in a relationship. It's like, it's so classic. And so we started, emailing each other, and got married in 2008. I know, emailing. It's like, DM. Wait, there's no DM. Do we have a picture of my family, my cute kids? There we are. So we got a 6-year-old now, a 4-year-old, 3-year-old. And we got more pictures, I think, coming our way here. There's our Christmas card. That's last year's Christmas card. Dude, we do not take ourselves seriously at all. First of all, it took me like years to get her approval to do that. I was like, babe, I got this idea. I want to send it to all my clients, prospects, people I don't even know. We're going to blast it out. She's like, if I didn't make good money, she would have divorced me a long time ago. But she's been, no, just kidding. So it's just goofy. It's lighthearted. We don't take ourselves that seriously. We like to have fun. And so then I was surfing. So right out of school, I was obsessed with surfing. Surfed tons. And I would surf out front every school, a place called New Break. Love that place. Yeah, don't go there. It's terrible. It was like, man. And so worked my ranks through the crew, the localism there. And about 4 years ago, I was like, man, and I heard that the team won and the surf team here, and I was like, these guys are so nice. Jack, you here at the back too? You sweetheart. So I ran in. So I'm out surfing one day. I was like, man, I should get involved. Ash was like, you should like figure. So I called Milton, left him 2 voicemails. I don't think he ever called me back. But then I'm out surfing with Jack and Jeremy. He goes, hey, I heard you be the coach. I was like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you're getting involved. You're helping out with the team. I was like, I guess I am. I didn't get the formal notice. I was like, let's do it. So we met for burritos, and it's been an amazing, cool thing getting involved. And there's no agenda other than just to have fun. You know, surfing competitively or professionally is just, it's just, the sport's gone crazy. And everybody in the team is just so sweet, and they're walking, and so we're like, however we can help you guys be better at life and go on to do cool stuff, we want to make ourselves available. I say we, my wife and I. And so we've been helping, and it's been a total treat. So that's a picture of last year's team. We're having a barbecue tonight, actually, and we're going to take a picture of this year's, but we have a ton of fun, and so that's the quick bio. I see it's 10:25, and I've got 10, so my next part of the slide presentation is I wrote some things down. I wish there was 10 things that I wish someone told me 10 years ago. And I'm going to have to fly through these, or George is going to have me come back in the spring so I can go through them. Because okay. Power's like, not a chance. This guy's getting out of here. All right. Talk covered. So I'll go quickly on a few of these things because a few of them are really endearing to my heart. First one's appreciation. I just wish I would have appreciated things when I was a student here. You know, I know it's overwhelming, and you get over like just living with people, and just on this campus and stuff. But you have to realize, just appreciate what you have here. It's insane. You know, I meet with students; they're always walking around. They just have this dark look. I'm like, what's up, man? He said, oh, I got 17 units this semester. Just so tough. I'm like, ah. Put a smile on your face, man. Things are alive. I'm like, you get to go hang out with your best friends in bunk beds every night. You get a shuttle to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and then you come here and you get to worship with your friends. Maybe you go to a couple of classes. You get calf again on the deck of the beach. I'm like, dude, you have won. You've already won. You have everything. Like, life does get better, but I'm just telling you, like, you got to just soak it in, take in you have everything. I don't have time. By the way, I have a video coming out about the calf. There's so much weird stuff going on in the calf, and actually Dr. Brower is in it, but, like, the whole people walking out of the exit just drives me nuts. Like, you guys are so busy, you can't walk 10 feet out of the other door. It's like, you sit around, eat for an hour, and then you put your trays back and you walk right out of the entrance. Oh, time to go to class. I'm like, what in the heck is up? I digress. I'm moving on. There's nothing to talk about there. Oprah. Transition. No, trust me. This one's gold. They were interviewing Oprah. They're like, what is the most strategic thing you've learned after interviewing Obama, Bush, Beyonce, everybody? She goes, you know what the one cool thing? After every single time I have an interview, they ask me the same exact question. They lean over and they go, how did I do? And it was like an epiphany to her. Everybody wants to be seen, they want to be heard, and they want to know what they said mattered. And she goes, I've been applying that to my life ever since. Every conversation, every argument, every relationship. And it's revolutionary how much that's been an impact in my life. And she goes, it's just the human basic need. And so I've been applying that to my life too, and my relationship, and it's been amazing. I'm gonna have to fly through these. Second one is marriage is the best. And this is, I'll say two more. I'll say marriage is the best, and I'll do one more, and then I'll pray and we'll get out of here because I know you guys are ready to rumble. And I was writing marriage is the best. I was like, this is kind of a tricky one-ish because you guys are in college. And you think about marriage and you think about, I don't know, maybe the girls feel overwhelmed. They're like, I want to get married. I don't know. And maybe you come from divorced families. I get it. So it's just like, is marriage for everybody? I don't know. It's like, but I just don't, I couldn't come up here and tell you that everything on the success I've had and miss the most important thing that's changed my life, And I just feel like no one's really promoting it. And so I wanted to promote it. I mean, it's amazing. It's just cool thing. And it's not like, when I met my wife and I knew she was the one, I was like, I couldn't imagine myself without her. Like, I just couldn't do that. So I was like, well, maybe we gotta get married, And so we didn't have money or things, but it's crazy how God does some cool stuff. And it's not like you're twice as better or twice as rich or whatever. It's like 100 times more fulfilled, more focused, and it's just this crazy energy, cool things happen through that. And so the last thing I wanted to share, so that's marriage. The last thing I wanted to share, and something I overlooked, and it's important, and maybe I'll get emotional at this point, but it's just, I missed it the entire time I was here, is that the people that work here, everybody that's not a student, like, they love you. And they pray for you. And there's not a lot of people who do that. It's crazy. It's really, really cool how people and staff that come here weeks before you guys even show up, and they're praying for you and they're watching over you. It's special. It's unique. And you might say, I don't need prayer. I don't need that. Yeah, what's up? But there's not a lot of people. I mean, it's crazy what makes this school so different. It's the most creative group of people. I think about the students and the funniest people that have ever walked this campus. And it's just crazy talented. There's full of just amazing kids, and it's because of the teachers who are just praying and pouring into you. And it's just a good energy. I want you guys to know it's just so cool. I didn't get a chance to talk about all the cool stuff happening out in the business world and how Point Loma Nazarene's impact in the business world. It's revolutionary, and there's so many things to be optimistic and hopeful for. And so I wanted to remind you guys that. And I wish I had more time to go over 7 other fantastic things to talk about. But it's 10:31, and it's time to wrap things up. So how about this? I will pray. I'm going to be up here doing some more goofy magic, for sure. And if you want to hang out and talk, I'm happy to be here. But here we go. Lord, thank you so much for your impact on this campus. It's just so cool. I just pray that I know there's students who just feel burdened of all kinds of stuff that maybe you think that you can't handle, but you're the God of money, you're the CEO, you run every business, you run every company relationship. And I just pray that you just would bless the kids here, and that you would just comfort and give them a free spirit to be who they are and be who you created them to be, and relax, enjoy this amazing thing we have here. And I just thank you for the faculty and the staff and the people that are praying over these kids. Bless them. You're amazing. Give us a great weekend. We love you, Jesus. Thank you for the opportunity. In your name, amen.